Welcome back, one and all, to Let's Play Shadowrun Returns. I'm the Arcane Rogue. Last time, we fought our way to the Bug Shaman. Let's see what awaits us. Why, that looks like Telestrian, possibly. And our Shaman. Summoning Circle. Ah, Jessica. You're here. Jessica appears to be in the throes of a violent trance or mild seizure. A manic state brought on by the terrible energy she is attempting to conduit. Hexadecimal, stop! The Queen approaches! The vessel! The summoning! We cannot be disturbed! There is no vessel, and there will be no Queen. Jessica's eyes roll back in her head. Whatever magic she is channeling is fast approaching a crescendo. Lynn speaks in her place. You may have taken Marie-Louise, our chosen, but another Telestrian will take her place. I give myself willingly. I will be host to our queen, and the mother of a new world. You've seen what these things do, Lynn. This queen will devour you, body and soul. Harlequin makes an exaggerated grimace, and then crap out a few billion young. What? No, I will become a perfect being. Through me and through my sacrifice, a new age will begin. When Jessica speaks next, her eyes have a disturbing sharpness. Her words are echoed by Lynn in a manner that suggests a connection beyond their shared zealotry. The hive has no thought beyond hunger, no goal beyond reproduction. We are one. Sam had a hunger too, didn't he, Jessica? This seems to throw her off. What? You said it yourself, Sam had appetites. All that mattered to him was his next fix. Vile appetites. Appetites he couldn't control. And he died for them. Because I willed it. Yes, but why? There was more to it than just your mother. The hum of magical energy permeating the room seems to quiet. She's listening. You came under the thrall of these creatures long before you knew of your mother's death. The Brotherhood, they were a family to me, yes. And they had already freed you from your old life, so why come back? Why kill Sam? I had to. For what he did, what he had become. You said Sam represented a sickness in the world, but I think he represented the sickness in you. You're trying to confuse me. You saw wrongness in yourself, and you projected it onto Sam. No, He was your brother, Jessica. Your twin! Don't you see? She falls quiet, bows her head. I'm sorry. But there's no turning back. I cannot undo what's been done, and I cannot stop what's to come. Jessica's body then suddenly spasms, arching her back and nearly lifting her off her feet. She lets loose a scream, falling somewhere between elation and agony. The Queen is near. Dang it, Jessica. Alright. Insect Killer. Jessica has 325 HP, and we can't even target Telestrian. Okay. Let's move here. Oh, there's another insect killer. Okay. I like the music for this. I wonder if this is like a final encounter kind of music. Oh, nice. Hitting the insect killers stuns Jessica. Alright, Harlequin. There's points of power over here. I really wish this had been explained better. in the game. Mana Ball? Ah, she's immune. Jessica has Mana Burn now. Bring our ghost over here. And do an aim shot on Jessica. Coyote? Can you get up in Jessica's face? You can! Kneecap her. How did you miss, Coyote? She's right in front of you and she's stunned. Oh, this combat music is so good. All right. Yeah, I'll go ahead and have Coyote and Hexadecimal attack the worker there. We can have Harlequin move here, and then Mana Bolt the pillar. Good. And then cast aim on him so that he actually can do something useful. You move over here. And then shoot the pillar. Good, that stunned Jessica. Oh, and it damaged the bug. Oh, that's great. Alright, where's Jessica? Where is she? Seriously. There. That's fine, you run over there. Okay. Switch to the Aegis Launcher. And hopefully... Good. Reload. Deal with that in a second. 76. Nice. Reload. Cast aim on Hexadecimal. Okay, and then I want you to burst fire. And then single shot fire. Because I think rule number 1 applies. Geek the Mage. Move Coyote to there, and hopefully her line of sight won't be blocked. Like, yes, we're just hitting Jessica with a bunch of chip damage, but... Ouch. Okay. Wide load. That's what I thought. That these insect pillars would be immune to damage. Alright, go ahead and cast Heal on Hexadecimal. And then move over to here. And cast aim on Coyote. Alright, our ghost friend can move to here. He can't fire at that. And he doesn't have enough AP to do anything else. Coyote. You have a phosphorus grenade. Move back here. Aha. Chuck the... Nope. Alright. Move there. And... you can't do anything. Fine, hit that pillar. Did not realize that pillar would be active. Oh, and she gets healed from them. Gross. Yeah, that bombardier is gotta go. Alright, switch to the Aegis launcher. Nice. Very nice indeed. Reload. Alright, Aegis launcher for you. Well done. No, not mana ball. I think mana bolt. Okay, she's got that favor of the queen buff. Whatever that might mean. Okay, you can throw that phosphorus grenade over here. That will help us with that. You cannot fire on it. Let's hold off on using your medkit right now. Coyote. Hit the pillar. High explosive grenade. High explosive grenade. Great. Takes the bombardier out of the mix. Let's move up with you. That way you're in range to hit it with your Aegis launcher. Nice. I really wish that would damage their spirits too. Move there and shoot Jessica. What the... Oh, is that another bombardier? Soldier. Okay. Dang. Hit Harlequin. Dang it. Alright, ignore that. Let's just, bleed Jessica of some HP. Because we're gonna have to take that bombardier out again. Ooh, wow, he's got a lot of HP. Kneecap him? No, can't. Probably still can't. Because I misclicked. Okay. Reload. Harlequin. Reload. Aim on yourself. Move over there. Hexadecimal. Throw. Frag grenade. Ghost guy. Full auto. That. Reload. Coyote. Move over here. Just keep that bombardier from doing any more damage. Yes, she sure is. This is gonna hurt. Okay. Ghost first. You hear Aegis launcher. Okay. Not hexadecimal. Let's go Harlequin. Move there. Okay, good. Bombardier's out of the picture. You have mana bolt. Hit the pillar. Okay, hexadecimal. Come over this way. Wide load. That's fine. Coyote. Dang. Kneecap it. Neutral turn. Why did they get a turn? Why did it get a turn? Harlequin, if you could move into there. That's not what I wanted you to do. Mana ball there. Did not mean to hit hexadecimal with that. You get over to hexadecimal, and you use that med kit on her. Can you kneecap? You can. Good. Good, good, good. Rob that soldier bug of turns. You have ruined everything! Good, we stopped the ceremony. Who can we heal? Everybody? Heal yourself. And you can mana bolt. Never mind, you need to step this way in order to mana bolt. Good. Mr. Ghosty Guy, reload your weapon. And then you're gonna stand pat. You're gonna stand pat. Coyote. Reload your shotgun, please. You're gonna stand pat too. I don't wanna kill that yet. And I think even if I got it with a pistol, it would kill it. Yeah. See, I did not want to kill that bug yet because I was not in position to handle another spirit. Harlequin, cast aim on yourself. Okay, medkit yourself. And then hit that thing. Hit the spirit. Move over here. You're going to support Harlequin next round. Coyote. Just hang out here for a minute. Okay, Hexadecimal is wounded. But I want to try and maximize... Oh, dang it! The chances of taking this spirit down. Glad I moved him last round, because I'll have enough to blast that spirit. Okay, Coyote, come over here, take cover. Alright, we have done as we needed to, and gained 5 karma for the result. The once beautiful Jessica Watts has a hollow shell of her former self. Her skin is pale, her lips are ashen, and her eyes are sunken in her skull. It is more than her body's reaction to the physical damage she's sustained or the strain of channeling magical power from another plane of existence. There is something missing from her now. It's gone. My link to the Queen. She has abandoned me. Expelled me. Unworthy. Unworthy. There's still hope for you, Jessica. She bows her head and closes her eyes, forcing a torrent of tears to cascade down her cheeks. I wish that were true. But there's no hope for me now. There's no hope for anyone. She opens her eyes and there is nothing but hopelessness within. There is a nest like this in every major city. There is no stopping them. Oh, God. And Sam... I'm so sorry, Sam. Please, Hexadecimal, don't let them eat me. No. Death would be too quick a punishment. You're going to pay for what you've done. She lowers her head in shame. I understand. Presumably that means we murder those bugs. Out of the shadows, you emerge from the Universal Brotherhood chapter house, momentarily blinded by the bright lights of the Lone Star perimeter surrounding the exit. Despite the clean night air, the stench of ichor and decay clings to you, a smell that may never fully go away. You drop your Aegis-filled shotgun, and it's quickly spirited away by one of Telestrian's minions. Weapons are slowly lowered as you step out into the street, the order coming from Detective Mikulski himself. You can see James Telestrian just nearby, pulling his strings. It's over. Jessica Watts has been dealt with, and Sam has his justice. The dead man's deed is done. All you need now is to make a phone call, and it ends. James. And after we broke up the ritual, Hexadecimal chased Jessica into a small chamber where she was cornered by a couple of buggers. Yes, they weren't impressed with her performance. They were about to eat her. And Hexadecimal says something like, I won't let them eat you, Jessica. You're coming with me. You're going to pay for what you've done. It was very dramatic. Then we splattered the bugs and handed her over to the UCAS FBI. They're going to want to have a long talk with her about the Universal Brotherhood. So this nest is cleaned out, and your cousin Lynn is being transported to a mental hospital for observation. James assesses you with a newfound respect. Very clean. I believe our test of Project Aegis was a success, Hexadecimal. Herr Brockhaus is having it weaponized now for distribution to the Knight-Errant forces. The authorities are going to have a great many questions about this incident, and I will need to provide details. The Universal Brotherhood has a great many chapter houses, and they must be dealt with immediately. What about my 1.5 million Nuyen? Yes. Do not be concerned. I will keep my end of the bargain. Mr. Quoth. Sir. See that our hero gets her reward. Hers reward. After deductions, of course. Deductions? Yes, of course. You still owe me for your raid on my offices. 550,000 in damages to the building, 525,000 in matrix firewall upgrades, 400,000 in death benefits for dead security, 10,000 recruiting costs for new security, net payment 15,000 Nuyen. May I have your cred stick, please? It always goes that way, doesn't it? Very good. That transaction is complete. Now then, you have turned in a yeoman's effort, and regardless of your obvious flaws, you are deserving of a reward. What would you ask of me? I hear you have an opening for a new VP of security? I don't think I don't think Hexadecimal would really go in for working for Telestrian Industries. I want to get paid. Real money. He smiles an icy smile. I would expect no less from you. Mr. Quoth, please place a suitable bonus on our friend's cred stick. A bonus of such size that additional negotiations are unnecessary. I have no interest in furthering our relationship. Yes, sir. He takes your cred stick and slots it into his PDA. 100K. Looks like you two are best buddies now. I'd rather be friends with you, Harlequin. You're far more fun. We'll let Mikulski keep his badge. Guess that's it, huh? You captured Sam's killer, and now he'll get his justice. Guess so. Tough week, huh? Gangers, hellhounds, amok mental patients, serial killers, ghouls, corporate deckers, extra-dimensional bugs, and an army of corp security. I could use a nap. I bet. Well, I'm gonna grab Paco, head back to the Union, maybe watch a tread or something. And I could use a long shower, too. After that, you could learn the business. Take over for Mrs. Kabuto someday. She gets a twinkle in her eye. Someday, maybe, when the rest of my body is made of metal, too. But not today. Today I run the shadows, get paid, get dirty. See you around, Hexadecimal. You're quite a lady. I can honestly say I've never met anyone quite like you. Not gonna lie. Part of the reason I was attracted to that portrait for Hexadecimal was because it vaguely reminded me of Harlequin. Alright, I like Harlequin. I think he's cool. The painted elf is watching the scene unfolding around the Universal Brotherhood with a grimace. Well, kid, it's been fun, but I've seen everything I cared to see today. I'm gonna get out of here. Is there a problem? He gestures at the crowd as he speaks. Look around. Note the members of the press being shuffled away by the Universal Brotherhood spokespeople to get a private briefing. The Brotherhood is connected. A damage control team is probably on the way right now. Think they can control the press? One way or another, they will. If they can't be manipulated, coerced, or bribed, they'll probably disappear. Quietly. There's more, though. He nods his head towards James. Note the expression on the UCAS FBI agent speaking to Telestrian. Dismissive, isn't it? And that's because there's no love lost between the UCAS and Wargorbel. They're not going to trust what he's telling them, and frankly, I have no idea what he's telling them. James plays his own game. Always has. Do you trust him? No. Just like I don't trust you. Don't take it personally, kid. You shouldn't trust me either. I've been manipulating hunters like you for years. I'm manipulating you right now. You just don't know my game yet. Let's continue the dance. I have one more to show you. He points at someone in the crowd and smiles. The man sees him pointing back and smiles back. That guy there? He's with Ares Macro Technology. Enormous megacorp, ridiculously powerful. They've been sniffing around Project Aegis for a while now. Clearly, they have an agenda that's just starting to unfold. He gives the Ares man the finger. The man smiles and returns the gesture. Government, media, business, all working to ensure the truth stays hidden. Not unlike reality. So it's a massive conspiracy. I wish it was. In a way, it's worse. It's a series of conspiracies, conflicting agendas, and petty jealousies, all building upon, feeding upon, and excreting into an unending web of drek that people wade through every day and call it life. If there was one Dark Lord controlling everything, and we could drive a magic sword through his heart to free the world, that would be grand. Such clarity, such focus. Alas. So what's the lesson in all this? That I did it for nothing? Just the opposite, schmuck. The lesson is this. The game is rigged. The cards are stacked. The dice are loaded. It's the same as it always was. Every cycle, people in power exert power. Little people cower in their homes, think what they're told to think, buy whatever product they will help them forget how horrible their lives are for another day. And that's why we don't play their fragging game. We don't swallow their drek sandwich and politely ask for another. It's why we run in the shadows. That's where real life is, kiddo. Reality's living in the places no one wants you to see. Where's Herr Brockhaus? I thought he'd be here too. Yeah, he flew back to Berlin. All sorts of things brewing there. He was very impressed with you, though. It could probably turn into work someday, but I'd forget about him if I were you. Never make a deal with a dragon, kid. They're playing a different game entirely. That is very good advice. Okay, seriously. Who are you? A friend. Until I need you for something. Then I'm a bastard. See you around, Harlequin. Mikulski. Alternating between trying to look important and trying to avoid actual work. What are you looking at, Chube? Hey, Mikulski. I just spoke to Mr. Telestrian. He said you got your lieutenant's badge. Mikulski beams, then his brow furrows. I did? Oh, I didn't hear about it. Yep, he said to go down to the station house right now. They're throwing a surprise party for you. Oh, Jack, I shouldn't have said anything. He smirks. I'll surprise them, then. Yeah, I don't think you will, Mikulski. Maybe we've spent a little too much time around Harlequin. Jake shakes his head, smirking as you approach. When you finally get close, he breaks out laughing. I heard the UB was getting shot up on the police scanner. Knew it had to be you. Did you get her? Did you doubt I would? Not for a minute. He scratches his mop of red hair. Guess that concludes the story of Hexadecimal and the Dead Man's Switch, huh? You know, I've been thinking maybe you should stay in Seattle a while. There's plenty of ways folks like us can get into some trouble here. You only skim the surface. I heard Mitsuhama's looking for a team, and they specifically want a woman. No idea what that's about. And I just got word that something's going on at Crater Lake. The Tears got it on total lockdown. No fly zone, the whole thing. There could be something in it for us if we poke around. And there's always the Orc Underground. Haven't seen that yet, have you? I got plenty of friends there who are good for a job. Something's bound to come up, what do you say? I'm in. Talk to you later. Good, we can hash it out over dinner. If you want to find me, I'll be at McCracken's later. Got a taste for some seafood. Take it easy, chummer. And Dresden. Little Corner is surprised to see you, but he can't hide his delight. Hey, Hexadecimal, I was wondering if I was going to see you again. I guess I shouldn't be surprised to find you here. Wherever there's mayhem, that's where you'll find me. I guess so. He pops his eyebrows, eager. You know, it's all over the Trivid, right? They found the Emerald City Ripper dead at some asylum out in Sahomish, of all places. It turns out he's been masquerading as the head administrator or something. They found him dead from some sort of vigilante attack. He leans in and whispers conspiratorially. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you? Why, Mr. Dresden! I have no idea what you mean. Me? Little old me? That's what I thought. Well, no one could say he didn't have it coming, am I right? He frowns at himself. That was a double negative. So, the big question. What about the dead man's switch? Now that the Ripper's dead, are you going to collect? Damn right I'm going to collect. Excellent. I'm sure you deserve it. How do you collect? I was told I need a secure line to call the number Sam gave me. Can't use my comlink. Lone Star's emergency response team set up a secure phone line right here to coordinate their efforts. I can authorize you to use it. Thanks, Dresden. Don't mention it. Take care, Hex. The phone before you has a simple numerical keypad. You can use it to call Sam's law firm and cash in on the dead man's switch. Let's finish the job. You tap in the phone number Sam's lawyer gave you days ago. The phone rings 7 times before someone finally answers. The image of the lawyer on the other end of the vid phone is noticeably different from the one you saw a few days ago. The noise in the background sounds like it's coming from a bar. Yeah? He squints into the phone and recognition slowly appears on his face. Oh, hey, it's you. Hexadecimal, right? So, you got Sam's killer, huh? Yeah, I did. That's great. Hold on, let me slot Sam's video for you. He fumbles for a moment and the camera jerks crazily, then it goes into static and is replaced by Sam. Good old Sam. Sam still looks like Drek. Same clothes, same background, probably shot at the same time as the first video. Hey buddy, looking good, looking good. If you're calling this number, that means the job is done, right? He closes his eyes, shakes his head. Congratulations, amigo, I knew you'd do it. You were always the dependable one. More than me, anyway. He looks back at you, trying to speak soberly. I just want to say thank you for whatever you did. It means a lot. Not even knowing what you did, it still means a lot. Because I know you did something. You know what I mean? I know you made it right somehow. He pauses, tilts his head back. His breath hitches in his chest. You're the only one. The only one who ever whoever tried to help me. Ever. Except my sister. She tried. More than once. She tried. I never let her, though. Never let her in. I regret that. A lot. Did I ever tell you about her, buddy? We're twins. We're twins, I guess. Still a twin? Are you still a twin after one of you dies? I don't know. It doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, listen, do me a favor, will you? If you talk to her, her name is Jessica. Tell her I'm sorry, okay? For everything. She'll know what for. She's Catholic, so she'll forgive me. I need her to forgive me. Just tell her I love her. Anyway, you need to get paid, which would be great, except for one thing. I got nothing. Never did. You know how it is, right? Sorry, but hey, thanks again for giving a crap. Seriously, I appreciate it. Tell you what, if you feel sore about it, Look into my family background a bit. There's gotta be people with money in there somewhere. Maybe one of them can throw you a few bucks. Take care, amigo. See you in hell. He reaches forward and shuts off the camera. The vid screen goes to static and the call ends. There's a moment of silence and then you feel a tug on your jacket. It's Dresden. So, what did he say? Thank you. He just said thank you. The Emerald City Ripper killings are sensationalized for several weeks. Lurid reports focus on the killer masquerading as the administrator of Mercy Mental Hospital. Soon after, pop singer Maria Mercurial is cast as the lead in Dr. Ripper, a tri-vid thriller about a reporter who goes undercover as a mental patient to uncover a serial killer. Seattle Newsnet reports a shootout at a chapter house of the UB. Witnesses claim that a gang of religious fanatics stormed the building for unknown reasons, but committed suicide before they could be captured. All mention of insect spirits, James Telestrian III, or Shadowrunners are kept out of the news. 1 year later, the city of Chicago declares a quarantine area between Lake Michigan and Des Plaines River? Officially, the Chicago Containment Zone is established to fight an outbreak of an infectious virus, but an infestation of insect spirits is suspected by those who know. A mature form of Project Aegis, called Fabs 3, is eventually deployed to remove the bug threat from Chicago. The Watts family name has since been lost to the shadows. And that has been Shadowrun Returns. What do you think, viewers? I have mixed feelings myself. I mean, okay, let's separate how I feel about the story versus the gameplay. Gameplay, it was fun. But then I happen to like this kind of tactical, real-time strategy kind of thing. You know, this small team tactical situation. What I didn't like are that some of the game's mechanics not explained at all. Like, we didn't have a mage, and so I had no idea what those little symbols were on the floor. I just kind of assumed they were like PowerPoints. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Would have been nice if that was explained, right? I do plan on playing BattleTech, which was also made by them. Maybe for the channel, maybe not. I don't know. I haven't decided that far yet. Story-wise, I have mixed feelings about it. Like, positive in that I love the Shadowrun universe, and I really wish I knew more. I wish I could find a group to play with, you know, that had some experience that would be willing to, you know, handhold me a little bit through the lore. But the whole lore, the setting, you know, of Shadowrun is just immensely interesting to me. And I see the parallels between, you know, this and our own world. I mean, if you think megacorps don't exist, just look at how much stuff Disney owns. Or Kraft. Or BlackRock and Vanguard. So, you know, that being said, Dead Man's Switch was passable. You know, it started off okay. Didn't really feel like it had its hooks in me. I had a hard time continuing to play it. I think as evidenced by the fact that my energy levels were really low until we got pretty close to the last chapter. There were some points where the plot was just really ham-fisted, where, you know, and I just feel like it's lacking the possible complexity that you could really get from the setting, because this is a computer role-playing game, and there is, sadly, like, there is no way around that. And that's something that's true for a lot of these adapted tabletop settings. That the limitations really can drag them down, right? Because if you're at a tabletop, you can literally say and do anything, and your game master, dungeon master, storyteller, whatever, has to adapt. You know, whereas in a computer role-playing game, you're trapped. You're limited. You know, you're limited in dialogue options. You're limited in, you know, decisions as to, you know, choices of action. You know, you're very limited. Sometimes you can still get out of it, you know, like, I think of, well, actually, I have a hard time thinking of any games that aren't dungeon crawlers. You know, things like Grimrock and Legend of Grimrock 1 and 2, Eye of the Beholder, the Wizardry series. You know, the Ultima series, kind of, you know, but that's not really, those really aren't tabletop adaptations. Eye of the Beholder is kind of a tabletop adaptation. Yeah, I guess Eye of the Beholder, the Eye of the Beholder series, the Ravenloft series, you know, those D&D style games, not necessarily the newer ones. I don't know how I feel about Temple of Elemental Evil or Baldur's Gate. I've never played any of them. I don't own them. So, you know, I don't feel I can give a objective opinion on them. But yeah, like, I feel like this was kind of kneecapped, and it felt a little hollow in the end. It felt a little hollow. Like, I would have enjoyed it more if it would have maybe followed a little bit more of a traditional Shadowrun campaign, where you're taking on multiple Shadowruns from a Mr. Johnson, and then there's this overarching, you know, mystery behind it. And you're starting to glimpse the various games that these major power players, the megacorps, the dragons, the, you know, that complex world, you're starting to get flashes and glimpses of it. But you're never truly part of it. So, you know, it's not a bad game. It's not a bad game by any stretch of the imagination. It's a very good game. I would recommend playing it. But you have to like the setting, I think. I think if you don't like Shadowrun as a setting, game's gonna fall flat for you. You're not gonna be interested. This is not the only Shadowrun game I'm going to play, and let's keep in mind that this was Harebrained Scheme's first Shadowrun game. They also made 2 more, Dragonfall and Hong Kong, and I haven't played those, but I do intend on playing them at some point for this channel. So yeah, Harebrained Schemes did amazing. I'm glad that this was funded. I'm glad that this was made. I'm looking forward to the other 2 entries in the series. We may be able to bring Hexadecimal through, possibly, maybe, question mark? I haven't looked into it. I don't plan on looking into it. Please don't spoil it in the comments for me. Anyway, that's enough of my blabbing. I'm sure you all have better things you'd like to do than listen to me ramble on. So, if you liked the video, let me know by tapping the like button. Let me know in the comments what you think of the game. And until next adventure, I hope you have A wonderful day.